Craig, I'll be honest, I'm tired of the convoluted pre-workouts that have a million different ingredients in them. You know, I just want the basics, you know, test, trend, debowl. But, you know, the essentials in the pre-workout world. Have you got anything?
The pre-workout equivalent of the basics.
Just want the essentials.
I think I've got just a thing for you, actually. Biomuscle Essential Pre-Workout.
Wow, there we go.
Let's get into it.
Hello there guys, and of course, welcome back into yet another one of us review bros. My name's Aaron.
Craig.
Welcoming you to the channel. If you're new here, please do subscribe, do like this very video. Do, of course, comment any thoughts you've got down below as we try and help you out. And that's exactly what we're gonna do with, again, another pre-workout review. What pre have we got?
We've got the one Biomuscle's Essential Pre. Now, it's basically what it says on the tin. It's very basic. It's your bread and butter. Is it going to cut it as we cover the taste, the price, the label, and the effects?
We hope so, of course, and I'm sure some of you out there are hoping to. Some of you who are sick and tired of extensive labels and a lot of marketing. Let's find out. First segment is, of course, taste and mixability. And I can actually say, guys, this comes in a bunch of flavours, doesn't it?
Too many to remember, in fact. So we're going to rattle them off for you right now. So, comes in blue raspberry, blood orange, lemonade, lemon lime, mango peach, mojito, Skittles, orange pomegranate, sour apple, cotton candy, pineapple coconut, and fruit punch.
But the one we've got for the sake of today's review is... we don't know. It doesn't actually anywhere on this container say what flavour it is. So the only way you'll know is if you order it yourself. Because by the looks of it, it doesn't say it on your container.
Guesswork.
Yeah, so we're going to try and guess from it mixed up what flavour we've got. It doesn't really even smell like anything, does it?
It's just got a generally sweet smell, hasn't it? But nothing ridiculously specific.
No, anyway, there it is. Eep. So, give it a little shake up.
How are we looking?
Looks about 13 grams, doesn't it? It doesn't even say how many grams you should take.
Just says
one scoop.
Well, yeah, one scoop.
It's not even flat scoop, just says one scoop, but it doesn't tell you how much it weighs. But we weighed it in at about 12 and a half, 13.
Yeah, on just a slightly above average, above flat scoop rather.
It looks alright though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Does look alright. Anyway.
Let's pray it tastes good, eh?
Yeah. Wish us luck. Here we go. We've got unknown flavour going down the hatch.
What the heck is that?
Strong, isn't it?
Well, we've got to try and work this out.
If I had to guess, I've forgotten those flavours Craig said already. I'd say like Rocket Pop or a candy.
I was going to go cotton candy or Skittles. Probably cotton candy.
Yeah. I'd have to guess cotton candy. Yeah, it's the near... Yeah, maybe, probably.
It's quite a unique taste, isn't it?
It's not bad. I've got to be honest, it's not bad.
It's just a bit weird not knowing the flavour. That is the concern.
Oh, it's quite tart, isn't it?
It's a schleck.
It's got it's got a kick to it. Like a bit overbearing almost.
Yeah.
You know, we've been saying recently how the pre-workout flavours have been quite weak. This one's the opposite.
Yeah. Indeed.
It's got a dry taste to it.
Yeah, a dry, chalky aftertaste.
Definitely tart. It's not bitter. I wouldn't say it's sour. It's just tart.
Yeah, and to be honest, you'd expect the flavours to be banging because there's not much in the label. It's like we said, it's a basic pre-workout, so...
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad either. So, let's do a 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, go on now.
3, 2, 1,
8 out of 10.
8.5.
Yeah, it's in that realm. It's good. It's pretty good.
Pretty good. Anyway, let's hope we can uncover a bit more in the pricing segment.
how much is this mysterious pre-workout going to be setting you back? Well, you head over to biomusclelabs.com where you can find it on there. The cheapest price, they do tend to vary flavour to flavour. It's very strange. You can get it for $19.95 or 66 cents per serving.
Very confusing, and actually there's a huge discrepancy in those pricings per flavourings. Some of them come in at $33. They're all, to be honest with you, they're all out of stock at the minute, apart from the blue raspberry one, which is at $21.95. So, you know, we're talking a few cents more per serving. Anyway, confusing stuff, confusing times, let's be honest, guys. £16 per the container is what it would be in UK dollars, UK pounds. 30 real servings from the container, right? That means it would come in at just 53 pence per go. And as Craig said, 67 cents per go. That is a 10 out of 10 on our scale, and by quite a fair margin as well. So even on that $21 one, it will still come in at a 10. So there's no worries there. But strange, it's just very strange how some of the flavours can then jump up to $33.
We can only assume it's a back office error where they haven't updated it on their admin or something.
There we go.
What do you reckon?
I reckon that's exactly it. Admin error. Let's move into the label.
Alright guys, we're into the label section, and we would normally overlay some training footage, but to be honest with you, it's such a bread and butter label, there would be no point, right?
It'll be over by the time I'm halfway through shoulder pressing.
Yeah, alright, so let's get into it. What have we got? So, 1 scoop, bearing in mind we don't know the grammage, it just literally says serving size 1 scoop. First up, we've got L-citrulline at 5 grams.
Which is a good dose, guys. 5 grams of pure citrulline for nitric oxide production and blood flow, and of course pump.
Nice, essential ingredient. Then we've got Glycopump at 3 grams.
Yeah, good dosage again. It's like a sponge. It's going to draw in moisture, water, blood, nutrients into the muscle cell, and again, lead to more pump.
Lovely. Then we've got green coffee, 150 milligrams.
Yeah, which is very interesting. Is there stimulation from that? Was they supposed to put caffeine? Is it just green coffee which helps with blood flow, heart health, antioxidant benefits and the like? We'd have to go with that because it doesn't say caffeine, does it?
So who knows? Is it kind of a non-stim to a degree? We'll let you know in the effects. Then we've just got GPC, 200 milligrams.
Forget the alpha, this is beta. GPC, God knows. Obviously, it's in there for concentration and cognition benefits, clarity, getting you in the zone. What dosage did you say?
200, so it'd only yield 100.
Yeah, that's not a great dosage.
No. And then we've got L-tyrosine, 750 milligrams.
Pretty much nearly there. Would have liked 1,000 milligrams, but again, amino acid is going to work with the GPC for more focus and cognition benefits.
Nice. Hopefully it kicks in soon. Then we wrap off with sodium, 200 milligram.
Which is there for pumps.
There we go, guys.
But it seems a bit strange, doesn't it? Do you see what I mean? And pumps and muscular contractions, you know, salt, sodium from the salt is important. It's just, it is, I'll give it to them, it is the essentials, but you'd have to argue in a pre-workout, the most essential ingredient of any pre-workout is caffeine.
Yeah, it's the foundation.
Okay, it may be a non-stim, but it's still... It's just not advertised really as a non-stim, is it?
No, and one thing that does concern us is Glycopump's on here, yeah, but bearing in mind that is a registered ingredient. There's no little registered sign next to it, and nowhere on here does it say that it's got that ingredient in it. So are they just using Glycopump's name and just putting normal glycerol in there?
Not too sure. There's no clumping though, and we've had this for like a year.
So that does raise an eyebrow as to, you know, if glycerol's even in it.
Alarm bells be ringing, guys. What do you think? Let's move into the effects where it could all change. We are there, guys. Most important section of any review. It's the effects of this stuff in the real world. And I know some of you are hoping, some of you are praying, there's some juicy hidden ingredients within this. We're going to be honest with you guys right from the start. So let's start, obviously. No beta-alanines. You don't get an initial feeling of the pre-workout kicking in. There's no tingles, no itches, no waves of energy. Obviously, from the label, we're looking at a non-stimulant package. And I wasn't too convinced what they meant by the green tea extract at the beginning there. But after digging and after feeling the product as well, we do believe it comes into form at under or around 3% yielded caffeine. So we're looking at only around 5 milligrams of caffeine, aren't we?
Yeah, from that green coffee. So
non-stim.
Yeah, basically non-stim. No one's sensitive enough to feel 5 milligrams of caffeine, or at least I should hope not anyway. So what are we really looking at from this package then when we get right down to brass tacks? We're looking at pumps. So, and maybe a bit of focus. It does say intense focus on the front.
Intense focus. Not even once.
No.
There's no focus there, let's be real with each other.
No, the dosages are too low to make any real impact, aren't they?
You'd need 600 GPC combined with 1500 L-tyrosine, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
and even then
you
want the caffeine to really ramp those two up to even begin with. The pumps, they're alright. That's the truth. What do you want us to say? They're alright at best.
Yeah, we get juicy pumps on shoulders with most pre's. We like to blast our shoulders, and the pumps today weren't anything more than normal, really. Well, they were probably less than normal, weren't they? So pumps, well, we're not giving scores, but average pumps.
Yeah, if even that. Like, for those of you new to the channel, what do we mean by non-stim? What do we mean talking, under 10 milligrams of caffeine? It means it's not going to give you energy, and it didn't, did it?
No,
There's
no
nothing
way.
hidden in this label whatsoever. Not that we was expecting it, not that there should be, by the way. That's just something that some people would ask out there. I will say that you're not necessarily getting ripped off with that price point.
That's the only thing that's making us think, do you know what, maybe an absolute beginner on a mega tight budget who wants a non-stim, maybe you'd be okay with this. But even then, we'd rather suggest that you spend a few more pennies and get something a bit more fleshed out.
Yeah, that's bearing in mind that flavour that comes in around the 19 mark, at a push the 21 mark, but all the other flavours at 33, no way, Jose.
Yeah,
no way.
The three claims on the front of this label is increased stamina, intense focus, and massive pumps. And I'd have to say, none of them really come to fruition, do they?
No. There's nothing in there for stamina, is there?
Not really, no, unless you want to argue that L-citrulline as a side effect gives you more stamina from increased blood flow.
No. Focus, no.
Savage pumps in the gym and the bedroom. Wolf pump.
Massive pumps, I'd say. I'd honestly go as far to say as mediocre pumps.
Yeah, average.
If even average, Craig.
To be honest, I'm very doubtful that glycopump's in there. When you look at the powder, it doesn't look like there's any sign. And even when you mix it in the glass and swish it around, you normally see residue. Tell me, you guys, does that look like any glycerol? 3 grams, bearing in mind.
It would be clumped AF. Like I say, we've had this for a long time as well.
We do have some questions.
I mean, at the end of the day, it is the absolute basics. And to be honest with you guys out there, if I was looking for something this basic, I just feel like if you're going to go to this level of basic, you need the most basic ingredient, and that's caffeine in there. I just do. I know there's guys out there that want non-stim and that, but I feel like it's too basic. It's too basic without caffeine.
And it doesn't even come together as good as the label. Like we said, that 5 grams of L-citrulline, 3 grams of glycopump should actually get you some pretty decent pumps. But like we said, mediocre. So it really does beg the question, what's going on here?
Yeah, that's the truth, isn't it? I mean, without doing quick math off my head, I feel like you could get the individual ingredients a lot cheaper than even the $19.
Yeah, it's just all a bit funny, isn't it? Like the fact there's no real flavour on the actual tub itself, the fact it doesn't actually give you the serving size in the grammage.
There's no trademark on that glycer pump.
Yeah, there's no sign of glycer pump being in it.
That's just about it, isn't it? I mean, yeah.
We wish to say good things, but it's just one of those ones.
There's not even a net weight of the powder.
There's the total tub.
Yeah, so is there definitely 30 servings in there?
How far do you want us to dig down this mystery?
Down this rabbit hole.
Yeah.
That's the honest truth, guys. It's probably too basic to go for, even on that 10 out of 10 price score.
Yeah, there's just too much else out there that you could get for like 10 to 20p more a serving. That would just do the job better from a non-stim standpoint.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, would it be something you'll pick up in the future? Do drop those comments down below. Appreciate you watching as always. Sorry it couldn't be more hyped. Sorry it couldn't be more eventful.
It was interesting for us digging down the little rabbit hole of mysteries with this one. We hope that you enjoyed us digging through it. But
We
yeah,
do.
shame it's not a slapper.
We do. Appreciate you guys watching. Thanks as always. And of course, as always,
Stay
stimmed. Not this time.
on that 5 milligrams of caffeine yield.
Yeah!